Hey, love. This is Coach Honey Love. My name is Erica. I'm so excited to be here with you today. We are going to talk about how to know if a man is marriage minded or if he is looking for you to help him. So, as a single woman of faith, who is dating with the intention of getting married, you may be going through your dating journey and you are trying to figure out if a man is marriage material, if he is authentic about the things that he is saying. And you may be asking yourself, do you truly desire the dating qualities that you need as a future wife? So, I want to help you with some of the challenges that you could very well be facing today. So, I have helped single women all over the world position themselves as wives and for them to really look at their dating standards and for them to have conversations with a man, experience a man, as well as look at the consistency as how a man is showing up when he calls you, when he takes you out on dates. And as time goes on, just making sure that you are giving a man the time and the attention and that he is not wasting your time. So go ahead, buckle up, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's go ahead and have girl chat because this is towards the end of 2023 and I want to help you to position yourself as a wife starting today and going into 2024. This is what I hope for you. And I just hope that you can actually meet a man who wants marriage, who values the same things that you do, and who doesn't want to give you a free headache or a free heartache. So let's get into it. So, how can you recognize if a man is marriage material? Well, number one is that he is going to take his life serious. You'll be able to tell if he takes his life serious by the conversations that you have, the conversations that he starts with you, and you just asking him about his career, you're asking him about the things that he values. And when he is talking, you can actually tell that he is being authentic, he is being truthful. And as a woman, you are starting to feel like there is an authentic connection. So, this is like one of the things that I tell single ladies all the time is when you are having conversations with a man, make sure that you are on high alert with your discernment and just trying to see if he is being truthful, being prayerful about some things, as well as just making sure that there aren't any red flags that are going off within your spirit. So this is like one of the things that I did when I was a single woman is, just using your intuition or whatever it is that you may call it, because as a woman, that is something that God has given us. And, I think that when it comes to that intuition, when it starts to kick into gear, or if you say to yourself, that doesn't sound right, listen, like it could very well be not right. But when things are going right, like there is a certain amount of peace that you will actually have. So when it comes to knowing if a man is marriage minded, again, there's going to be a certain level of seriousness about him. And when he is serious, it's going to make you feel good because as you are dating for marriage and you sense that he is serious, and that he would be consistent on your dating journey, like that is definitely going to make you feel good. So when it comes to him being consistent, he'll be consistent with the phone calls, he'll be consistent with the text messages, he will initiate going out on dates. And when he does that, there is a certain type of character, there's a certain type of consistency and the way that he shows up. So the way that he shows up from the beginning to the middle and to however long that you date with each other, that is so important. So if he is consistent, if he isn't showing you any signs that he wants to ghost you, if he isn't showing any signs that there are any red flags, like definitely those are definitely good things, right? So if he's consistent, if he's showing up, if he's giving you his time, like those things are so important. Also, another way that you can know if a man is marriage minded is how authentic he is. So if he is telling you the truth, if you can actually confirm the things that he is saying, when you are praying about some things and God is able to confirm those things for you, that is definitely going to let you know if he is marriage material or if he could be your possible husband. So have the spirit of discernment and really look out for inconsistencies. Really look out for things that stand out to you. So you want to date a man who is marriage minded, you want to date a man who is authentic, who will show up, and that the dating experience is actually enjoyable. Because as a single woman, let me tell you that I have helped so many single women again position themselves as wives. And once they actually found a man who was serious, who was consistent, who had good character, and had an authentic connection, like those were the most enjoyable dating experiences. And I just want you to know that you can actually have that dating experience. And that's one of the things that I am actually hoping for you, right? So the other thing is that you have to determine how much of yourself you are going to give a man emotionally. So you could be so excited that you are dating him. You may be physically attracted to him when it comes to chemistry. You may be compatible with each other in certain categories, as far as like different conversations that you have, as well as him being consistent and showing up, right? So you are able to experience those things. And as a woman, sometimes, when you're vibing or you're feeling a man, you start to have a emotional connection with the man. So when you have a emotional connection with the man and you start to become invested in him, sometimes it's hard to not become as emotionally invested, in the sense of, okay, like I really like him, I am attracted to him, it seems like we are compatible, and I'm starting to get feelings for him. I want to encourage you, when you are on your dating journey, to still guard your heart. Guard your heart until God lets you know that it is safe for you to give him your heart, that it is safe for you to give him your emotions. When it comes to giving a man your emotions, having that emotional tie with a man, and you becoming emotionally invested, sometimes what happens is that when something is said that you don't like, or if he does something that you don't like, or if you have a red flag, when you have that emotional tie, and let's say that you don't guard your heart or you don't guard your mind, what can happen is that you can say, oh, it's not that bad. But even though you say to yourself, it's not that bad, I still want to encourage you to guard your mind and to guard your heart. Because when God lets you know that it is okay for you to love a man, for you to have emotional ties to a man, and for you to trust him, it is going to be a more enjoyable experience. And so you could be dating a guy for 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, and you're still trying to see if he is a good fit for you. And in that time, again, if you give him your heart, if you start to have these emotional ties, and if you see any red flags and you say, oh, it's not that bad, and you didn't guard your heart, well, you can continue the relationship longer than what you should have. Versus if you were to guard your mind and guard your heart and wait for God to let you know if it is approved for you to have emotional ties to a man, and allow God to let you know, like, hey, like this man is approved to love you, that is going to be the safest way. Because we are going to talk about, or the topic is, how to know if a man is marriage minded or marriage material, or if he is actually looking for help. So if you don't guard your mind and you don't guard your heart, what can happen is that things can be going so smoothly. You can be experiencing the dating honeymoon stage, and then the next thing you know, here comes the request, or here comes a man who is asking you for help to actually build his life. So, as a single woman who is educated, you love God, you have built a great career, you have built a wonderful business for yourself, you have a wonderful family, and you are dating for marriage. What can happen is that you could be established, but you have to know if he is established. Even though, he has said some things, even though he has been consistent for the most part, sometimes certain things won't actually come up until you actually spend more time with him, or until God lets you know if this man is approved to date you or not, right? So when a man, asks you, tell me about yourself, and he is getting to know you, and if he asks you, like, well, how much money do you make? Or, when's the last time that you've got a promotion? Or what area do you live? Do you own your home or do you rent your home? Now, on the surface level, nothing is wrong with being able to have this certain type of conversation, especially in certain areas of your dating experience. But if you start to get a feeling, if you start to get an uneasy feeling that he is asking you personal questions about the money that you are making, about where you live, about your credit, and he is starting to ask you for help, those are the red flags that you want to look out for. Because when a man actually wants you to help him, or a man wants you to help build his life, it can start out sweet, but then next thing you know, he's going to ask you for loans, or he's going to ask you as far as like access to your credit, or he's going to come up with this lavish story about, him making investments. And so when it comes to that, he does not necessarily have your best interest. He is looking for a helping hand. He's not looking for a helpmeet. And let me tell you the difference. A man who is looking for a helpmeet, this man is marriage material. This man is actually looking for a wife. This man is actually looking for a woman to build a life with, and he is going to be established. He is going to want to love you, support you, and he is going to want to see if the two of you are compatible with each other. The way he's going to do that is by having conversations with you, spending time with you, learning about you, and he is going to see ways how he can support you and if the two of you lifestyle are compatible with each other. So this man is going to want to be more supportive, and he's not going to be looking for a handout. He's not going to be asking you for any loans. He's not going to ask you to invest in his business or any of that, because he is looking for a wife to help him um, go up a level as go up a level in the sense of he has his life established and he's trying to level up in the sense of you being an upgrade and you helping him with the family dynamic, you helping him with the home, and you actually building a life together. Versus when a man is actually looking for a handout or he's actually looking for you to help him, he's definitely going to try to take you through the ringer in the sense of, again, asking you for loans, asking you, hey, would you like to invest in my business? Or, let's go and look for houses, or let's go look for rental properties, or, I came across this business opportunity and I want to see if you can actually sow a seed into this. Like, these are definitely red flags, and he is looking for a handout. He is looking for you to help him out. And as a woman who is dating for marriage, I know that's not what you want. You want a man who will love you, who will cherish you, who won't ask you for money, who won't ask you to invest. If you did, you actually would be doing it together, and the both of you would be interested in doing this together, and it won't be his great idea or his bright idea, but it's actually going to be something that you want to do, and something that you both inspire to do, and something that you want to do to build together. But it comes after marriage, because when a man wants you to help him out, he's going to want you to help him out when it comes to in the dating experience, or as you're getting to know each other within 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. Like, he's asking for a whole lot of help even before you get married. And he's not even offering you a ring. He's not offering you anything. He's asking you for a helping hand. So I hope that this message really gave you some insight and has given you some things to think about when it comes to knowing if a man is marriage material. Does he have the qualities that you desire? Are you seeing the characteristics that you desire, in the sense of knowing if he wants to court you or not, versus dating a man who wants a handout, dating a man who wants a helping hand? So I hope that you were able to write some notes. I hope that, again, this has given you some things to think about. And I want to encourage you to know that as you position yourself as a wife, as you ask God if a man is your husband or not, and he is definitely going to show you if he is your husband. God isn't going to show you a man who wants to take you through a ringer to be your husband. He's actually going to want a man who will love you, who will cherish you, who will be there with you, who will want to look for ways as to how he can help you and how you can actually be the icing to each other's cake, and where you make each other's lives better. And it's not going to be a one sided relationship, it's not going to be a one sided marriage, but it is going to be something that is fruitful and blissful. My name is Erica Holston, aka Coach Honeylove. I hope that you have enjoyed today's message. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.